Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me. My name is Vivian. Nice to meet all of you. I'm the Regional Clinical Education Specialist for Getting Aid, and I take care of the region in Southeast Asia. And Indonesia is one of the countries. I specialize in cardio health and also on rotoflow machines and also on our IVP. And in Getting Aid, we have the whole fleet of solution like the ventilators and everything else as well. So today we are going to have a training, and previously, just a little background, previously I was ICU nurse in CCU, in National Heart Centre of Singapore, where I also have been taking care of ECMO patients as well. So we also use a various fleet of devices, and cardio health is one of them as well. So really glad to be here today at Harapan Kita. I understand that all of you are the ones who are going to be interacting with the machine a lot in your day-to-day job. Yeah, and I understand that you also know how to prime already. So we're going to skip some of and you know about ECMO already. So we're just going to skip a lot of the basics. Now we're going straight into the features of the device, and we're going to do troubleshooting scenario. So we are going to go through every single buttons, every single features of the machine from front to the end. Is that okay? Yeah, so anytime if I'm too fast or too slow, just tell me, okay? And then if you have any questions, just ask me, all right? So we're here all to learn today. Okay, so let's get started. So the very first thing, right, this is a sprinter card, okay? As the name sounds, it sounds like for you to sprint, because it's very steady. You know, you got your lock wheels and everything else. It's a German-made design. From bottom up, you have your transformer right at the bottom, and then you have your heater unit, followed by your cardio help. Okay, the cardio help here is the world's smallest and the most portable ECMO device out there in the world. It weighs at about 9 kg, and to carry, you hold it here at the handlebar. Can you hold it here to carry? No, never. Okay, because this is your protected cover, your safety cover. Okay, so it's to protect your HRS module and everything else over here. Okay, so to open, you press two times, right? Okay, to close, can you try it? Yeah, so we're going to get everybody to just take turns to try, okay? Yeah, okay, so maybe you can try, yeah? Try to close this. Yeah, to close, actually only need press one side only, okay? So to close, later you try, okay? So to open, it's 2. Yeah? To close, it's 1. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is your safety bar. Okay, and behind we have all the different ports. We'll go through that later. Let me go through the front ports with you first. Okay, so you can see here, this is the AC power. Okay, AC power. So that's when you always charge it at your ICU, and it's compulsory at where you are, charge it at all times. Okay, and try not to, if you can plug it, try not to deplete your battery. If not, later, no more battery, and it will be an emergency. Okay, so some people forget. So that's why in your protocol, in your guidelines, and even like in your charting, there are hospitals around the world where they have this the AC power charge, hourly charting, and then they will take. Do you have that? No. Okay, you can consider. So that's one thing that people do because they want to prevent emergency from happening. Okay. So now, next one over here. This is the grounding pin. Grounding pin. In most medical devices, they just want to equalize the electrical currents. Now, next over here, you'll see here is a DC cable. So do you do medical evacuation over here? No, okay. But if, like, let's say if you're in a helicopter or like an ambulance, you need the DC power, there's no AC power, you get an option to purchase this. It's like the telephone wire, coiled up, very long, that you can plug it in and plug here to charge. Okay, DC cable. Alright, and then next over here we have the CAN and the ECG. These two, ignore. It's not in use. Not in use at all. Okay? In the past, because when they first created the cardio help, they have a lot of wish lists. They want this, they want that. So on the hardware, they need to have everything on it. But later in the years, they realized there's no use for it, so they removed that. Okay, anybody knows what's this bright red button?
Emergency.
Emergency what? Call button like call below in the sofa. No. What's this? No, not backup power. Okay, we'll hold it here first. We will discover this later. Okay, in our troubleshooting later. Okay, now let's go to the any questions here. All good? Clear? We go to the back now. Okay?
Where is the
So now at the back of it. Yes, it's for emergency, alright? Yeah, but what emergency, when to use it, we will discover it. Sorry, do you mind if you help me open this up? Yeah. Okay, great. I know it's a little hard to see here for everybody, but let's try, okay? First of all, your HLS module, okay? Now, over here, later we'll get everybody to just give it a try. To turn left is to lock. L for left, right? L for lock, okay? So you can see here, lock. When you turn right, is to open. And to open, can you see over here, there is a little signage here for you. There is a little, what do you call that, a notch here where you can press. Okay, we will try that later. Okay, next thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4, ignore. Okay, because that is for Mac. What is Mac? Minimize, it's a mini bypass, like a mini heart lung. So the cardio help, I'm not sure if you know, but cardio help is not just for ICU setting. You can also use it in the OR setting for mini bypass. For a very short bypass, but the consumable will not be this, it will be the white one. Okay, it's another piece. Alright, so ignore that. Okay, so now over here, you see a little like scissors, clamp. Ignore it as well because, like I said, there's some wish list in the list back then. They wanted an electrical clamp, but this is so much faster. Just take and so ignore it. Okay? Yeah. And over here, can you see what does it look like? Those people here. It looks like can you see this? The PT. What's that? What does it look like? It looks like your HLS module. Can you see it's a diamond shape? Can you see it? Can you see this inside here? The image here, like a diamond. So it looks like your HLS module. So this is the part where you connect the pressure probe. The pressure probe, okay, the pressure monitoring for the HLS to the machine. So later when you come forward, okay, you will see, for you it's easy to see here. Can you see there's some green cables around here? Yeah, okay, and then on the inside of this pump, can you see the little window inside? Can you see some green cables here? Right, so this dark green cable looks like seaweed. You know, seaweed, like Korean seaweed, yeah? It looks like it, right? So the Asian cable, and there are sensors all around the HLS module. Yeah, yeah, looks like seaweed. Yeah, so they are communication cable, and inside this pump there are sensors all around the HLS module, specifically connected at different points. Why? Because it's able to capture information for you, like your pressure venous, right? Your pressure, your arterial pressure, internal pressure, your and your delta P. Delta P is calculated. Okay, so they are all these little sensors, little seaweeds all around, sensors all around, so that it communicates to this port and goes in here. It's important for you to know this. Why? In your troubleshooting, maybe somebody say, hey, I cannot find the pressure, what happened? Then, forgot to put this on. Then you know what went wrong. So there's a purpose for every tubing. Okay?
Okay.
Now, next thing. Over here, can you see what is this? Like a bubble. Like a bubble. Yeah. What color is the bubble? It is blue. Right? So what does this mean?
Lihat di
It's
YouTube. YouTube. Biar
Fine.
biar channelnya.
No. Yeah, it's bubble. What kind of bubble? Huh? Venus, yes, Venus bubble. So it's easy to understand, right? So actually everything at the back, there's no language. It's all icons with color. So blue, okay, Venus bubble. Okay, so it's a Venus bubble. So when you plug
Venus
it on, you
bubble.
know, right? You just match it accordingly.
Venus bubble.
Now over here, can you see this? This icon. I know it's so hard for everybody to see. Yeah? It looks like your, what's this? What's this called?
Laboratory plug.
It's what?
Laboratory.
Yes! Very good. Hematocrit, what else?
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. Well done. What else?
Saturation.
Saturation. What kind of saturation? Your? Yes. Alright. So SVO2. Your SVO2, your temperature, Venus. So 4 things, okay? And what is the name of this thing? Venus probe. Well done. You saw it here? That's right. So the Venus probe, because the color is blue. And you can see that the Venus probe is this shape, right? So even if I don't tell you, and one day, you never got a training, I pass it to you, where to plug this on? One look, you know, this is the shape, you can plug it on. Okay, it's easy, so easy to identify where things are. Okay, because of the different symbols and the colors. So this is your Venus probe, and Venus probe can measure your HB, your hematocrit, and SpO2, and one more, your Venus temperature. Okay, 4 things. Yeah? Why is it so important to know? Again, troubleshooting. When you are saying, how come I don't have my hemoglobin level? Are not shown on the screen, that's when you get to see over here. You realize, oh, this is not initialized properly, okay, and then that's when you can troubleshoot. And I'll show it to you later, okay? Now, one very good thing about the HLS module and the whole cardio health system, it is integrated. And you don't have the trouble to draw blood, okay, because for if you want to know SVO2, which is very critical result, how do you usually gather these results? From CBC? From what else? PA, catheter? Yeah. Your swan gans? Yeah? So you have to insert a CBC, insert a swan gans just to get this result. But what's the beauty of this is that inside on the screen, you get to see your SVO2 right away. So even your hourly charting, you get to see it. Morning rounds, you get to see it, and seeing it helps you because you get to make your different changes to your patient's care adjustments. Yeah, so that's the benefit of it. And hemoglobin and hematocrit, you don't need to send the blood test to the lab. Right away you get to see it and you get to make changes with it. So that's so good because you get to make changes right away. Everything is integrated. And can you imagine even when you have that's right, so it's arterial flow bubble sensor. Okay, so that's when you attach it over onto the tubing. Okay, and when you attach it over here, what's great is that this is ultrasonic. So this means you don't need any cream or gel, and this means there's no interruption to your patient's, to ECMO application when you're on the patient. Because if it's cream or gel, it may dry up, and then you must okay, clam, I'm going to open up now, and then I'm going to put cream, it's a lot of trouble, yeah, but because if it's ultrasonic, you don't need any gel or cream, okay? So another great thing, another very important thing here, can you see that there is an arrow? Yeah, yes. The arrow points to the patient. Okay, and not this way or that way, You have to take it out. When you put it in, it should not be towards the direction of the pump. It should be towards the direction of the patient. That's right. Why? Because you are returning what? What kind of blood are you returning? You're returning warm, oxygenated blood to the patient. Okay, so the direction flow should be towards the patient. Okay, clear? Now, for Venus, it's also ultrasonic, but Venus bubble sensor. Okay, there's no flow to it. So can you see there is no arrow as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's also ultrasonic. It's very snug, very tight. So make sure that you close it tight. Okay. So don't just put and then walk away because you get an alarm of the bubble. Okay. But this is very snug, very tight. Okay. All good? Okay. Now, the rest of it, ignore. It's for Mac. Like if you see, there's a level sensor. The rest of the temperature, venous and arterial, ignore it. It's all for Mac. For ECMO, it is simple. How many? 1, 2, 3. The essential 3 are the arterial flow bubble sensor, the pressure probe, and the venous probe. Okay? Now, you have one more additional that I know Haram Pakita, you want that. So this is your venous probe. Venous bubble sensor. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay? Okay. Now, all good. So let's get going. So imagine, let's get started. Just a quick refresher. So now, non-oxygenated blood comes out from where? Non-oxygenated blood comes out flows into the venous, right? So from venous, it flows into the, to the side here, over here, this part. And this is where you measure with your venous probe. Enters into the pump. Okay? The pump and the oxygenator for cardio help is integrated together. So it's all in one. You don't have to worry about, oh, I need to connect this and that. It's so neat. The only connection that you have after priming, cut, put onto your cannula. That's it. For priming, even if you are colorblind or like, you're sleepy, you plug wrongly, you won't go wrong because the priming bag and this has a coupling, okay? And this particular coupling, right, cannot fit, even you put red to blue, it will not work. Yeah, it will not fit, okay? I will not talk about priming because I understand that, you guys are very familiar with it. We jump straight to the features and the rest, okay? So now, into the pump, and then into the oxygenator. So inside the oxygenator, there are fiber mats, okay, crisscross together. And these fiber mats, right, they do the exchange of gases. So you infuse oxygen, remove CO2, and then what else? What's this for? Heater unit, yeah? So you infuse warm water in so that you can return warm oxygenated blood back to your patient, correct? So it comes up from here, and over here there is a little sensor to tell you everything about the arterial part of things, like your arterial pressure. And then you have your flow bubble sensor. Why do we put it here and not like here? Anybody know?
They're going to the patient, right?
Yes. So why not put it further up?
Yeah.
Why not?
Earlier is
Earlier.
better, yes.
Better, right?
Yes.
So we want to detect bubble earlier. So, and you can't put it too near here. Why? You might cause a kink because it weighs heavy down, right? So over here it's perfect. There's like a two tag here for you to know. So if you have a bubble here, you could walk the bubble and remove it. Okay? All good? Okay, now let's get on to the machine now, okay? Okay.